Howdy, howdy, fellas. Got another World of Warships Legends match today. We are in the Perfect 10. I already got a video up in this, but I think I was running Tenet in that one. I've settled on Tenet mostly just because it's the most fun. Running Tenet with Lip and Membelli. Bring a little bit of that power back on the guns. You can see they have nerfed the AP damage from the Plymouth, but it's still good because you got 16 barrels. But here I'm really fast. 40 knots, almost 41. And hey, apparently that's the damage record? I don't know. I feel like a lot of people just don't claim them, especially for like one-off random ships like this. But you guys can see it. It was cool. And it was a loss, because why wouldn't it be? Here we have some AFK teammates. Oh, you know what? Do I have the stats on this? I don't think I have it. My Plymouth is, I've talked about this before. Curse ships, whatever, yada yada. I've definitely misplayed a few times. I've been dev struck by a Georgia at the beginning of the match. I've been dev struck by, oh my gosh, it was so just salt in the wound. Level 1 Stig Bliskavica dev struck me on this map. I was going north around the island at B, and I just like, man, I thought he would be further away, but he waited like right around. I got pinched by a Leon and a Tiger, I think, in C, and I was just like, oh, I can't show broadside, or I don't need it anyway. I've made mistakes, but it really is. This is one of those ships where it just feels like everything that can go wrong does, and if I just don't absolutely hard carry the match, it's a loss. And sometimes even if I hard carry it, it's a loss anyway. But it's really fun. That speed, you always have to be a little careful with ships like this, that it's very fast, it has some tools, the damage is nice when you get in position to use it, but you can also get yourself in a lot of trouble. You can easily outrun your support, if you have any. Thanks, blue team. But seriously, I mean, that's something you definitely have to be aware of, is getting overconfident that the speed, maneuverability, smoke, things like that. Like, for example, the smoke firing penalty on this thing is 6.3 kilometers, which is quite high for, what are these, 152 millimeter guns. So if you don't remember that, I remember I've been playing, I don't know, a different ship, not crazy smoke firing penalty, got spotted, got sunk, so I was like, oh no, I forgot they're 6.3. Like, that's really high for a ship like this. Speak of the devil, overpush your support. Here comes this entire flank's worth of ships around this corner. If I were alone, they would just push around. Thankfully, my team, those two guys that were AFK, did actually come in and, basically slow them down. So if that Plymouth and Harlem and Hawk had all just pushed right into this corner, if there was no one else on this side, like, I'm dead here, honestly. And that's certainly one of the risks you take when you take a super aggressive position, is sometimes you pay for it. But no risk, no reward. I'm trying to support our destroyer in B because it is a one destroyer match. He's a black, which is a valuable destroyer. It's a destroyer that I like. Got a Kraken video, I think. Yeah, I like the black. It's one of the first T7 premiums I got. It came out right about the time I was exploring the US destroyer line, and it just really suits me. I also really like the torpedoes on it, as silly as they are. They also suit me. And so, yeah, so got rid of that York. I see the Jaeger over there, but this is another one of the decisions of, like, if the black can't take care of that Jaeger, and I've got all three of these ships on my side, like, this is probably a loss anyway. I might as well play towards the win, try to get some damage on these ships that are pushing me. Additionally, I kind of need to get out of here. I debate just going straight, but it looks like the Hawk is booking it around this island. He'll spot me. There's also stuff coming. I see it north of B that's also coming this way, and I'm like, oh man, alright. My best hope is to keep this island between me and him. I know the Harlem and Plymouth are still there. I don't want to get shot by a Plymouth at this range. Yeah, he spots me. That's another drawback of the Perfect 10. Here, I'm looking at my angle. I'm like, My only hope is to get around this thing. It's a turret. Honestly, one time I'd actually take it because I'm not intending to fire back. I want to drop spot as soon as possible. Yeah, I think the Plymouth is still spotting me. I've got battleships, but none of them really have an angle. He's played that relatively well to get right on that island, but again, similar to my position, he ends up kind of being stuck there. That's something you always want to be on the lookout for as a cruiser and destroyer, honestly a battleship. Kind of fundamental to the game. It's like, what do you do when things go wrong? What are your outs? What are your escape options? Do you have support? Do you have firing angles? Can you get out of there if things go sideways? So, yeah. So we got out just in time. Again, that super speed is nice. One thing that I've noticed, and again, I played the Dido and then played this, and one of the weaknesses of the Dido, or I guess differences, is it drops a ton of speed in a turn. I've noticed that the Perfect 10, as fast as it is, does still sometimes drop more speed than you might expect, especially with the speed boost on. I would kind of expect to keep more speed than this. I'm still going fast, but I don't know, just something to look out for. Not a big problem. Still fast, but don't get caught by it. We saw the Kansas fired, so just getting some cheeky shots over it, and then uh-oh, Plymouth is sneaked around the corner. Wait, what? Oh dear. So he's YOLOing on that Odin, who I wish had been in a better spot earlier. I kind of wish the Odin had just stayed by the island. I don't really know why he pushed into that, but he did, so it's fine. But he at least takes the Plymouth out, or yeah, I think he got it. So that's fine, 1 for 1. I'll take it at this stage of the game. Lobbing some cheeky shots at the Kansas, farm some defend medals, why not? And another thing, one of the other things, oh, I think that was the Richelieu, got a good whack on the Kansas. One of the things that I do with this build is I'm often looking for opportunities to kind of stack up the lip buff. That's not really, I don't know that it matters that much, but it is fun for me. Something to think about is just like, oh, can I get some cheeky shots on this? Even if I don't think it's going to do damage or whatever, so. I'm also, you know, farming reset ribbons. Getting some lip stacks. It would be kind of cool if it showed it. I'd probably be too busy, realistically, because you got to get, what, 30? I think 30 hits? So, I honestly, like, with something like this, you know, 2 or 3 salvos, you're going to be there pretty quickly. So. There, I would love... This Hawk is playing it cagey. He keeps kind of acting like he's going to come around, but he doesn't. One of the things that I've additionally noticed, I mean, I know it intellectually, and it makes sense, but playing it more... I think I'm actually up to like 70 matches now. I've played this thing a lot over the last couple of weeks. These battle cruisers, so the Constellation and then the British battle cruisers, any side at all, and honestly even sometimes just nose in, you can get in the superstructure, this thing will eat up these battle cruisers. Here, oh yeah, I'm coming around the corner trying to spot the Harlem. I saw that he just fired HE at the battleship, so I'm fairly confident he doesn't have AP loaded there, because that would have been a little unusual for him to swap, but that is something you need to be aware of. They do have, I think it's like 5k AP, so you can't take it for granted. Let's see, 6 times 5. He wouldn't quite dev strike me unless he's got some crazy AP build, which would be super unusual. But yep, so there's that smoke firing penalty. You know, in most ships you would expect not to be seen there, but we do. But that's also part of why, is because you get close in on stuff like this. This thing's so fast. Yeah, it's a bit of a balancing factor. The more I've played this, I still wouldn't say that, like, oh, this is better than have I been saying Plymouth? I don't know. I think about them because they're so similar. But anyway, the Perfect 10. Look at that low shot. I intentionally aimed up. I mean, he's moving away from me a little bit, but come on. What was I saying? The Plymouth. I don't think I would say the Perfect 10 is better than the Plymouth. The radar on the Plymouth is fantastic. I just loaded put up a no commentary video. I need to clean out my hard drive. I've got way too many good games saved that I don't have time to go through and comment all of them. So I got whatever it was, 190,000 in the Plymouth with radar. The Plymouth is still very good, but right now, for me, this thing is way more fun. The mobility, being able to get into position to use the AP and get out of sticky situations, and honestly, having played it more, the convenience and... Oh yeah, you look at that, I just eat that guy up. The convenience of the exhaust smoke on this thing is fantastic. I actually think this may have the best smoke in the game. It's not perfect. I don't know. I would hesitate to say that, but certainly for a ship like this, and honestly, I think I would trade Plymouth smoke for this. Let me actually, the way I'm going to phrase that is this is the best smoke in the game for me, for how I want to use the smoke and what I'm looking to do with the smoke. I'm generally not in position just to sit in the smoke and farm. I'm not particularly good at it. I don't particularly enjoy it, and I don't generally have the spotting for that to be effective. But what I can do on this one is you can pop the smoke as soon as you're spotted, or you want to farm or whatever it is, and you just keep moving. You can find your spot after you pop the smoke, and then it still lasts. I think the dispersion is about 45 seconds. I should have checked. It's between 40 and 50 seconds. And so you can actually kind of do both. You've got the exhaust smoke to keep you safe, like, uh-oh, I'm spotted. You just pop the smoke, and that's fine. It does take a touch to actually engage. Yeah, but generally speaking, you can kind of run and gun with the smoke. Again, combined with the speed and what you're trying to do with the AP, stay on the side. Yeah, I love it. Here I'm spotted by the Iowa. I think we saw him fire his front two guns, so rear turret is all I've got to worry about, and he doesn't have a great build for it. I actually think most of the ships in this game had a decent commander setup, or just gets a bad roll, so not really that close. I can't really see him. Oh yeah, I lost my torpedoes, always, on that side, but I was just looking to see what his travel direction was. He's still going forward, and hey, I actually managed to pick him up. I didn't really expect to get that one, and then it's like, oh, well, that's 4 kills. You know what we want off of 4? Let's get a Kraken. This is a win at this point. It felt hard fought. I'm not 100% sure what happens to my point about it being cursed. If I'm not in this match, I don't know. Maybe A still wins, but I wonder if that York pushes the black, and B, if the black goes down, if we don't have spotting, if A falls and they get pinched at A, I don't know. Realistically, and based on my performance, I think I did carry this game, but you'll see, I think the black has a very good game, and then the Richelieu has to, because he definitely hit some good shots over there at A to help me out. So this isn't like a solo effort like some of them have felt. But I also think, like, even with those guys having pretty good games, I still don't think we win this if I don't have this kind of lights out match. There's still enough health in our team. Maybe we do. So, I don't want to be that full of myself and say like, oh, well, it's just me. But man, that's just kind of how all of them have felt. Like, if I'm not there, this is a guaranteed loss, and it's just like, boom, double strike, 6-pack. It's just like, what do you do, man? Alright, yeah, I forgot to trim the clip. I'll just talk as long. So yeah, we get that 3,800 XP. This is definitely my favorite ship in the game right now. It's just a lot of fun. It certainly suits my playstyle. And yeah, if you ever pick it up or have it and haven't taken it out, or think that it's just a worse Plymouth, give it a try. It's different from the Plymouth. I think they're different enough that they stand alone, even though they are sister ships. I think they're going to do very different things in any given match, depending on your personal preference for playstyle. I like this one right now.